The material that you are about to see is work that was put in progress and it took a while for me to complete. Hope that you like it. Please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell for more shows like this. Thank you for watching and your support to my channel. Enjoy the show.
Do not try to adjust your TV. I have full control. You are about to be taken into a different dimension. A dimension of time and space. In this episode I'll be taking you on a journey with the Talberts. A couple who is not aware that their love for each other will be forever changed. Because they just stepped into Zone Twilight.
Good morning.
Good morning, Janice. What on the list for today?
Well, for one, have to go shopping. Then pick up my husband's clothing from the cleaner, then our daughter has ballet classes this evening. Now that I have my list for today, what about you?
Have to pick up my son from his football practice, he loves it. He talks about it all day. I just finished talking with Melissa.
Are we talking about the Talberts? The young couple that lives here, in this house?
Yes, they have 2 teens that's off to college.
Haven't spoken to them in a while, I've been so busy.
Something is strange about them, just can't put my finger on it.
That they love each other, what's so wrong about that?
They was always around each other for years, and now, they are like love and hate relationship. It's like something changed them within these past few months.
They have been with each other for years and I believe their love for each other is more stronger now than ever.
It was nice talking to you, Janice. I wish there was more time so that we can sit my loft and have tea. Darling, time is running and with the summer coming in, it's getting really hot out here. I'll talk to you later or I'll call.
Well, I'll be home later so call me.
I have a meeting and I'll be away for a week.
More coffee, dear?
No thank you, I'm fine. Too much of it will have me running to the bathroom.
I'm so happy. Today we get to spend some time together. Maybe go on a picnic or just walk in the park.
Honey. I'm so sorry. We did have big plans. I will make this up to you when I return.
Why can't you just reschedule for next week? Tell them something. The kids are off to college and this is our first week along.
I wouldn't mind doing that. The meeting was sudden. There is a contract I'm trying to close, so I'll have Professor checking in on you to make sure you're okay. I promise. I will make this up to you soon as I get back. There's nothing more that I would as to spend time with you.
Are you sure? You say this each and every time you have a meeting and I'm so tired of waiting around for you to disappoint me again.
You have my word on this. Whatever I have to do, even if I have to call to reschedule a meeting, I will. There's nothing more than to make you happy.
You promise?
I promise.
I better get the door. The professor is waiting.
Professor, I would like for you to meet my beautiful wife Melissa. Honey, I would like for you to meet Professor Stein. He's president and teaches at the Future Tech Corp.
Good morning, Professor.
It's my pleasure. We finally got a chance to meet. It's an honor, madam. I'm very happy to meet you. Philippe has told me so much about you, but never in my wildest dream have I ever seen such beauty.
Why, thank you, Professor. I'm starting to blush. Would you stay for some tea?
On the contrary, if there was any other circumstances, I would have taken you up on that offer, but we are in a hurry. There's a 5:45 flight out of Newark near Parsippany, New Jersey. In the meantime, I was given instructions to check on you until your husband returned. Thank you for the friendly gesture. But no thank you, there's so much to do and only 24 hours to do them. Please excuse me, madam, but I'm in a rush. Your husband have discussed the urgency of his business and that he have to leave on short notice. Please understand this stumbling block is only for a short period.
Thank you. Professor, please bring him back safely.
We must be going. I arranged a limousine shuttle for pickup. To pick up our CEO. So all food, hotel suite, and transportation paid by Future Tech Incorporated.
Please take care of him. Bring him back in one piece.
Don't worry. Everything will be fine.
A few minutes later.
Professor, Have you ever heard of someone who can look like you?
Ha 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 ha. Don't tell me, your mother had twins.
I am serious.
There's no ruffles, my boy, I understand well of the technology. After all, I'm the one who's building them. Future tech have certainly come a long way with the AI systems. Circuitry chips. Brain enhancement, we can make real skin and hair, etc.
Well, I've been thinking for a long time, with my busy schedules and flights. Then there's Melissa, who I want to spend time with. At the same, I would like some me time. We both get what we want.
I know what you're thinking. A replica of you.
That's exactly what I want. Think about it. It's a brilliant plan. I can be at two places at the same time.
This is madness. Do you hear yourself? What is that you're asking me, Philippe?
I know it sounds like I'm being unfair. She does deserve better. Don't you see? This is what I want to give her.
We're still in the test phase, and not all bugs have been worked out. Just for one machine, it costs hundreds of thousands. I knew you was crazy, but you're also insane. Bring me along for the ride just to see what I'd say. You was leading to this all this time. My answer is no. I will not be subjected to your madness. And if you have any care, think of Melissa.
Not to worry, Professor. I've been saving for a long time. Think about what I said, Professor. This is something I've been thinking about for years. The technology wasn't at its final, if not finished, stage.
Wait. Did you just make? I'm going to kill you posture to me.
Ha 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 ha. Yes, I did. I'm not kidding, Professor. You know what they say about bad things happening to good people. You're a good friend to me, and I don't want nothing bad to happen to you.
Stop by my lab. Let me see what I can do. This is crazy and insane. Arriving at Newark Airport.
Please place anything metal, keys, cell phone in the basket to your right before proceeding through the detection.
Yes, ma'am.
Now that everything is emptied out of your pockets and no other metals, please walk through.
Shortly after gathering all of my belongings.
Sir, now that you're finished, please check in with Larry at the counter. He will help you with any issues you may have. Have a nice day.
Thank you. You too as well. Are you all right?
I'm fine. I just had some water. It went down the wrong way. Thank you for asking. What can I help you with today?
I wasn't asking because I was trying to be nice. Just a little nervous. When I see people coughing like that, not wearing face mask, it puts you on high alert. We have to be extremely careful with the COVID-19 spread. For a minute there, it looked like a COVID cough to me.
I'm sorry you feel this way. I don't have the COVID. I'm sanitizing my hands as we speak. Keeping germs down is the best solution.
Well then, may I have a ticket for Miami, Florida?
Yes, sir. It will be at gate 7. Is there anything else I can help you with?
That will be all.
The time now is 5:15. You will be able to board the plane at 5:30. Have good evening. And a wonderful flight.
Thank you.
15 minutes later on board TWA.
Good evening, Captain. I have a quick question. This is first class, is it not? Seas Future Tech is paying for the full trip. Like to be as comfortable as possible.
Good evening, sir. My name is Sonia. I will be your flight captain for tonight. We will be serving dinner after takeoff.
About that dinner, a thick juicy steak cooked medium rare with mashed potatoes and gravy with blanched broccoli. Is what I'm requesting for tonight. Please see to one of the stewardess bring back what I asked for. Thank you so much. I also need a blanket and pillow. And oh, one more thing. Have one of your stewardess to bring me some wine. Please. Thank you.
Here on TWA we will make your experience as comfortable as possible. Thank you for flying with us.
Heading back to Professor Stein's lab in New Jersey.
I am happy you are here. We had some unusual readings from the machines. It's like they are alive.
This is great. Do you know what this means?
We can now move to the brain.
Yes. We will be using hair-like carbon fiber strands to place into certain components of the brain. We will then place mini microbot to repair any damages it may encounter. From there, every 2.1 second a 12-volt pulse shock switch will send a message to the brain board, waking it up so it will have its own thinking. In any conversation the impulse drive will activate. It will not only think quickly and smoothly but without glitches, so you never know the difference if the two step side by side, not knowing the real one.
This is fantastic, honey. You have done it. But I'm a little concerned for humankind and where this will place us in society. And if the machines will attack us.
I have given the machines its own personality when I built the somatics enhancement. I have put in place several safety features. We as humanity must thrive, learn, create, and build, so that the next generation will continue to survive. Or do we get to relax and comfortable in allowing our mistakes to destroy humanity?
If these machines can start thinking for themselves, this may cause total domination by machines. Could the machines find a way to go around the system and shut it down?
That's possibility they could. The objective is they are here for man use.
That's fine, but if we don't put this place, there's no telling what would happen. We need to put in place the three primary objectives.
The first one is, a robot may not harm a human being, or through inaction allow a human being to come to harm.
The second,
a robot must obey orders given to by qualified personnel unless those orders violate rule number 1. Final rule. Robot must protect their own existence. They are a very expensive piece of equipment. Honey, can you answer that?
Hello. This is Philip. May I speak with Professor Stein, please?
Hello, Philip. This is the professor's wife. May I help you with something?
I would like to touch bases on an issue we discussed. Tell the professor to call me back. I'll be in the office about 5 p.m.
Will do.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Honey, who was it?
It was Philip. He needs for you to call right away.
I'll call within an hour. Let's get back to work.
I think we are ready. If this goes without a hitch, you'll win the Nobel Prize.
Let's bring out the machine. Need to place primary functions and run some tests.
QBOOBMZ.
Have to go to the next room to connect the somatics to the brain fiber optic neurons. Connecting the neurons for voice enhancement. Now at 100% connection, smoother body movements. Brain waves are fluctuating at normal capacity. His eye dense field is low. Must re-enter. It's only showing 30%. This supposed to be at 90%. I'll set it 100%. This will allow for him to make his own decisions. Just a few more adjustment. There. I believe we're ready to go. All I have to is hit enter. All set.
It looks good. Have to take measurements for skin, clothing, hair, and shoes. My honey bunny have just finished his work. Must discuss with him what he want to do. Perhaps maybe talk with Mr. Phillips on a delivery date.
Why? Thank you, madam.
You sound fantastic. Your walk abilities, stable enhancement are working.
Thank you. I feel refreshed.
I'm so sorry. I have to place you to sleep for a short time.
I've put in place a 30-minute override switch. This will be for minor maintenance or updates. Systems will reactivate in order to keep its systems fully functional, with the ions running at all time. So as it's learning normal motor skills, its advancement systems are beyond anything that man have never seen, never needing human touch ever. The machine will learn on its own and take a newer software to update itself, placing them obsolete. This switch must be placed. Where? Behind the ear. Now all I have to do is call Philip. Speak of the devil himself, he is already calling.
Good evening, Professor. Just reaching out to see how far you've come with what we've talked about.
I'm glad you called. I was just about to reach out. Perfect timing.
Are we ready to go? I need one more week here and I don't have to worry about explaining myself to the missus.
That's what I was calling about. It's all ready to go, but
what?
Are you sure you really want to go through with this crazy ideal of yours?
We are not going to have this discussion again. That's finished. The question is, are we ready to go?
What is happening to you? You're acting like a madman. You don't care that this could cost me my job. Not to mention that I haven't been truthful with my wife.
Now, you listen to me. I don't care about your feelings. My patience is running thin. Looks like a bad thing is going to happen to you after all. Now you get that machine to the house and have it running, or you'll be found at the bottom of a river tied with bricks. This is not a threat, but a promise. I'll be calling back in a couple of days to see how things are going. Goodbye, Professor.
This have become serious. He not only says he's going to kill me, he's acting as if a brand new machine is going to be placed at his door. He may be CEO Future Tech, but I run this lab and make decisions on what he gets. It would have to be a new one. It's not like I have an old robot laying around in my closet. Plus I added extra features to the machines. They have a high and low range hormones and pheromones, so they can now interact with each other and other human being. They will have feelings. They now will be able to express themselves when feeling a certain way, able to analyze situations and conversations with decisions, sweat, eat, have sex, shower and develop human odor, so they can't be detected other than the mechanism behind the ear. These machines are ready to go. My wife is texting me. Need to inform her of my departure.
What's troubling you, honey bunny? I can sense it, that something's not right.
I haven't been truthful or honest with you. I've been having a lot of issues with Philip. He even hinted in a roundabout he was going to kill me if I didn't do what he asked.
We should call the police.
On a man who is the CEO of the company and who also happens to be my boss.
What are you going to do?
There's nothing I can do other than what he asked of me.
I am very afraid what might happen if you let this continue.
It'll all work out. I must go. I'll see you in 34 hours.
Please be careful, honey bunny.
Heading to Philip's and Melissa house in Jersey.
Looks like no one's home. Good thing everyone was notified of my coming and going, or I would be in hot water. Philip did say if there's no one home, the key will be in the flower pot. Now I can bring in the machine under darkness.
I want to thank you, Professor, for what you have done for me.
We are not done yet, my boy. Going to have to put on your full function. Skin, hair, voice, and clothing. Wow, wow. You are 100% match. No one would even know the difference. I am so good I amaze myself. It's time to go into action.
Am I alive, Professor?
Absolutely, my boy, absolutely. The primary adjectives is to become Philip. 5 terabytes external hard drive that I will plug in this laptop, so you'll have thousands of hours watch, study, and observe his emotions, his walk, the way that he talk, etc. Is there any questions you would like to ask before I leave? Philip.
I can be human now.
Yes, here I go. I'll be leaving, only to return back tomorrow to check on your progress. Philip's wife stepped out, but may return, not expecting your presence. Remember, you're Philip. Keep reviewing the laptop and I'll see you tomorrow.
Will do, Professor.
Look at you. I've never been so proud as I am today. You'll fall in nicely.
Thank you, Professor. May I see you off?
Gladly. You have a good night.
You too.
A couple of days passed as Professor checks on Philip the robot. And to his astonishment, Melissa and Philip have been more than intimately involved. Philip the robot has settled in nicely and wants to continue the relationship with Melissa, making this even more a problem for Philip the human. As Philip the human has arrived home, he meets Professor in the cabinet.
So, how's everything going? With the missus and the machine?
Too well. I might say you've been gone just shy of 2 weeks. I don't think she noticed the difference.
Well, I must admit, Professor, you've outdone yourself this time. It's only been 3 more days shy of 2 weeks that I would have been away. I've arrived home early, not to speak with the wife but with you, Professor.
So you're really going to go through with this?
Like I said, our friendship is over. You've Been a pain in my side, and if something happened to my wife, well, I'm in the clear.
That wouldn't work, knowing you're the CEO of the company.
What better reason why you want my position? You've been after for years, somehow miraculously you disappeared.
You know it's against company policy to not only spy on your wife, but to use company funds to use for personal agendas.
Such as about to commit the perfect murder and cover it up, and no one will expect a thing.
So you're willing to sacrifice your marriage, your career?
I want the freedom, Professor. I want to keep everything I work for. You see how the court's always awarding the wife. Don't you not see? I had to play this charade for years. If I get caught in another relationship or wife is not pleased, she now wants to leave, all of the marriage's finances split down the middle, or wife ends up with everything. Well, it will not happen to me. You'll be dead. I'll have the robot that you built kill my wife, then dismantle the machine and let future tech know how you tried it to sabotage the company, and some of the machines had defect and turned on you.
Why, I knew you were off, but you're also crazy. You can do whatever you want to me, but will not change a thing. You're a murdering, lying, thief, and a traitor to your family, me, and future tech.
We are done talking. You're going to go into the steel box that's soundproof the machine came in. If you try anything stupid, I'll gut you like a fish.
What a surprise. Well, I have a surprise of my own too. Would you like to hear it?
What you talking about?
8 years ago, the owner of the company was falling seriously sick. He had no children and he wasn't married, but he wanted to keep future tech alive, so he built me.
Wait, are you saying you're a machine?
What I'm saying is, not only I'm the owner but the president, vice president and now CEO of the company, so you see my boy, I never tried to take anything from you when I already own you.
So you used me?
Just like you used your wife.
Wait till she hear on how you built a duplicate to take me away from her.
Don't sell yourself short, stay aggressive, mean acting like you've half been. Tell me again on how you're going to kill me and you need my robots to kill your wife.
She'll never buy it. She's so in love with me she'll believe anything that I tell her.
Do you think the woman upstairs is your wife? She's not. She left about a year ago, to date. She asked me to build a machine of her choice.
It all is starting to make sense now.
It's too late for that. Your end have been reached. With the duplicate machine that you requested along with the supposed wife, they will be taken over this resident, and you'll be going to work a little less. Seems I won't be needing you as much. I mean your machine. He will be taking your place from this point. So get in the steel box. Within 8 hours you'll be dead. With my strength of 5 men and the quick reflexes you'll be unable to overcome me. So you see my boy, I win.
Philip realized there was no escape. As he climbed into the box, everything flashed before him, knowing he had it all. He became through the years cold, selfish, even attempted murder on someone he said he loved. He thought to himself on he tried so hard to have free time, now he has it. There's no sound, his oxygen is decreasing and he's not breathing, he just faded into darkness. Now my new life begins.
Is it finished, honey bunny?
It's done. No more bad Philip. He's taken some personal time for himself.